Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today I am going to be working with the Cottage Rose stamp set. It's part of the Abigail Rose suite. And I've also used the dies that come with it called the Cottage Flower dies. I am actually doing a almost exact same card as what's in the catalog on page 56. Slightly different take. It's almost a combination of two of them. But what I've got is I've stamped and cut out the different elements that I need for this piece. I've got a smoky slate card base, and I've got a piece of the Awash and Beauty, the Abigail Rose, not the Abigail Rose designer series paper. And this one is 5 1/4 by, let's see, by 2.5. And that will go on like that. Then we have a piece of the very vanilla cardstock cut 4 3/4 by 3.5. And then we have another piece of the designer series paper cut to 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. So this is 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. And I added this piece because I felt that this was just really kind of a bit basic in here. I wanted something to pop this a little bit more. So why don't we go ahead and get started? We're going to use lots of dimensionals for this one. And I also, along the bottom here, under the best wishes, I used some polished dots. I wanted to bring in a little bit more interest, but let's see what adding this one piece of the designer series paper from the Abigail Rose designer series paper does. So I'm just going to flat mount this piece here that is cut to 5 1/4 by 2, by 2, 5 1/4 by 4. It's by 2 inches, yes, because I took a 5 1/4 by 4 and I cut it in half. So we're just going to pop that down like that. Now this one, we can actually go ahead and stamp our best wishes on. The best wishes is from the stamp set, and it's actually really pretty the way it stamps because it kind of goes over itself. The W goes into the E. So we're just going to pop that down at the bottom there. Isn't that pretty? And then we can go ahead and layer this up onto the card base. So we'll do that. And I just kind of centered it, wanting to make sure that I'm kind of centered on the card. So there we go, like that. Now I'm going to add this piece in here. And this actually sits really perfectly in there. So let's just go ahead and put that down, and then at the end you can decide which one you prefer. So one of the other options I could have done with this is run it through an embossing folder. You know what I'm like with the plain background. I'll use an embossing folder just to liven it up a bit, but this one I opted not to. I wanted the greeting right on the card itself, not lifted up at all. So my dimensionals out. As I said, we're going to be using a lot of dimensionals in this one. And so we're putting this one down like this, right there. And then we'll just layer on. Everything is dimensionals. So why don't I just go ahead and put all those dimensionals on at once? And then we can just go ahead and build the card. And I'll put one on the back of there, one on the back of there. And this little one, I just used one of these little pieces from the side. Except I can't seem to pull it off the edge there. So I'm just going to do that. There we go. Okay, keeping in mind that that is already the cover taken off. So I'm just going to use my prototype here to figure out how I want to layer this up. This one went like this, just right at the edge of the division there. Now we put the large flower in, and it tucks in behind here like this, and then just kind of over the top like that. And then this one is this one down here. So we're going to pop this one in here like this, and then we'll put this one up over here like this, like that. There we go. And this one again already has the sticky taken off, so we're just going to pop that in like that. So there we go. And let's now add some of these. These are the polished dots, and these are the ones with the polished dots. You got some, half of the pack was the Blushing Bride, and the other half was clear. So I'm going to use the Blushing Bride ones. Maybe we'll pop one there, and we can pop one at the top like that, and maybe I'll pop one down at the bottom here, just like that. And there we go. And there's the card built. So the colors I used were the Blushing Bride and the Smoky Slate, and you can decide which version you prefer. And I have to say, I think I prefer this version, but everybody's taste is different, and you could do this in whatever colors you like. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.